Ciao, amici. Hi, friends. Today we will talk with you about being delusional, why I decided to enter my delulu era, and why I think that being too rational and too realistic may harm your success. It all have started from the fact that lately I wasn't very satisfied with some things about my life and my business, and I started to analyze what was wrong, and I started to remember what usually helped me to get success. And I realized that lately I started to listen to too many voices and I started to listen to myself less. And this factor was really important when it comes to all the problems that I faced. I don't believe much in astrology, but I think there are some common things that can be true. For example, about the zodiac signs. And I'm Pisces. Pisces is considered the most intuitive zodiac sign among all. And when I started to think about the moments of success in my life, I realized that success in my life was always based on my intuition, on being delusional, and on action. Lately, I've become too rational, and that's what was harming me. And I will explain you why. First of all, I think that to become successful, mindset is everything. And believe me, if you're not delusional enough, if you're not in your delulu era, it's really hard to overcome the hard times and all the obstacles. So if you are not delusional, you're too rational, too realistic, it's very easy to think, oh, it's not realistic to get what I want. Or I don't know, I'm not good enough to get what I really want if it's something big. But in the end, everything is possible if you're delusional enough and if you take action. Because many people think that being delusional is a bad thing. Because it's something just for the dreamers, the people that just dream to do something or to become someone, but that don't act enough to make it happen. And I completely agree, if you are just being delusional and sitting on your couch without doing anything and dreaming to have an amazing life, being rich, beautiful, have great relationships and everything, that is a stupid position to be in because nothing will happen by itself. But if you're starting your own project, I don't know, even your YouTube channel or your business, and you're not delusional enough, it can really harm you because the first time that you will meet some difficulties on your way, it will be really easy to give up because you won't have this idea in your head that you already have it. I mean, I think that the idea about being delusional, it's imagining that you already have something before having it and taking action. In this case, even during the hard times, it will be possible to keep going and in the end to reach your goal. For example, I'm sure that, I don't know, 20 years ago, if Elon Musk would say, I want to build spaceships, like everyone would laugh at him, and for sure he wasn't in that place yet to be able to build them. But he was delusional enough to believe it, to believe in himself, and to take actions, of course, to work hard, and in the end to make it happen. That's what I mean about being delusional. You need to believe in yourself more than anyone else. I mean, you have to have this idea in your head that you already have something that you dream about, and of course take the actions that may bring you to this result. I will tell you about some of the examples from my life when being delusional really helped me, that brought me success. And these cases are so clear to me now that I have no doubt that being delusional is what could help me. For example, it's not my first blog. I mean, first I started blogging in 2008. And I had my written blog. It was like a website with the texts and photos and so on. And in my city, I'm from St. Petersburg. Now I live in Milan, but I'm originally from St. Petersburg. In my city, there was a big contest for bloggers that was organized by the biggest shopping mall in the center of the city. And you can imagine that in the city with 5 million people, that is St. Petersburg, there are quite many people that would like to apply to this contest. Also because the price was really great, because the price was a great contract with this shopping mall for like digital marketing support that was paying really well. I mean, it was like at least two monthly salaries per month of an average person that time, and it was completely freelance, so it was a really great deal. And I applied to this contest. Of course, there were like, I think, hundreds of people that also applied to this contest. But I was so delusional about it. I was believing in myself so much that I was thinking that there is no way that I won't win this contest. Even if you look realistically, for sure there could be some people that were better than me, that had more followers, that, I don't know, had better blogs, better skills and so on. But I was applying to this contest with a post, because the rules were to create a special post for this shopping mall in a creative way. And I was just doing something very emotional. I mean, I still love this post that I made, and it was based completely on my intuition. I was just very sure about the things that may convince people to choose me, because this wasn't just, I don't know, an advertising post. It was very emotional. It was about the feeling that you may get doing shopping and so on. And in the end, I participated in this contest, and how you may imagine, I won it. I mean, there were many people fighting for this place, but I won it. And I got a great contract with this shopping mall that was paying super good, and I also got many other opportunities after it to collaborate with them and so on. So that case was based completely on me listening to my intuition and to being delusional. I just didn't consider the possibility that I may not win, and I think that it also helped me. Another example is from my life in Milan. When I finished my studies in Milan, I did masters here in Istituto Marangoni. It's the famous fashion school. And right after these masters, I started to look for a job. If you live in Italy, you may know that finding a good job in Italy is quite hard. The unemployment rate is quite high, and in general there are not so many positions, and the competition is quite high, because in Milan there are quite many companies, because Milan is the main like business center of Italy, but at the same time all the people from all around the Italy and also from abroad come to Milan, so the competition becomes really high. And at my university in Istituto Marangoni, I was studying like with many people, with Italians and also from people from all around the world. Let's say more than half of my group were from abroad, not Italians. And of course, after the university, they tried to find a job to stay in Milan, to stay in Italy in general. And when I started to look for a job, I knew that the situation wasn't really easy, but I just didn't consider another scenario. I mean, I knew that I would get the job. Maybe it would be hard, but I would get it. I mean, I was so delusional about it, like I didn't even consider other ways. Even if you look at the like possibility ratio, the percentage of the possibility is not very high, because you can see the unemployment rate. And I can also tell you that, for example, from my group, from the people that I know that graduated with me from this masters, that are not Italians, because I wasn't very in contact with Italians, but among all the people from abroad, only like from the group of maybe 70 people, only 3 people found job in Milan, and I was one of these 3 people. Like, I just didn't consider other possibility. I was so sure about myself, like I was treating this reality like I already have the job even if I didn't have it yet. So it's another great example, because after I also met my professor from Marangoni, and I had a cup of coffee with him in the bar near the university, and we just talked about how my life was going after university, and he told me that he asked me if I found the job. I told yes, I found the job. I was working with marketing, exactly the position that I was looking for, because I was always working with marketing in fashion companies, also in Russia, before moving to Milan. And I found the job that was the right thing for me. And he told me that I was doing so well because by his experience, he saw like thousands of students of this university, and he told that just a few of them could get job in Milan, because it's really, really hard, especially if you are not Italian. So you can imagine that if he told that just few people from thousands of students managed to get job here, the possibility ratio was like, I don't know, like really miserable. But I didn't base my beliefs on this possibility ratio. I was just sure that I will get the job, because I didn't consider other possibilities. Another great example from my life about being delusional is when I started my project about Italy that is called Itamaru, and also my apparel brand with the same name. And I've started this project with an idea that I want to do my own project. I don't want to be an employee, and I needed to create something to avoid like 9-to-5 job. And we all know that the ratio of success for the startups, for business, is like maybe less than 5%. All other businesses fail, and especially like apparel industry is really tough. It's super competitive, and it's really hard to get any sales. And when I started my brand, I was doing it completely based on my intuition, because what I should explain you about like my creativity process is that I never invent something. I always I don't know how to call it, get the ideas from above. I think it's some kind of gift, because sometimes the ideas just come to me. I don't think about them, I don't invent them, they just come to me, and my job is only to realize them. And this is what happened with my apparel brand, for example, because I started it even before I was ready. But I got some precise ideas of what I can make, and I just started to act. And after a couple of years, my business still exists, so it didn't fail. And I also grow. My business is profitable. That is very rare for startups, especially the first 3 years. And that is another example of me being delusional and just acting, because you know, if I would think, oh no, it would be so hard because so many businesses fail, what if my business fail? No, I didn't think about it. I just was thinking that I just don't want to get back to 9-to-5, so I will do everything that I can to not get back to it. And I was super delusional about my project, and I now realize that I need to continue to be delusional about it to make it grow even more. So as I told you, lately I didn't feel very good. Like, I was always working on my project, I was always acting, and I've never stopped. But until beginning of November, I was feeling very tired. I was feeling that everything that I was doing with a very big resistance. I mean, I was acting, but it was all very tiring, and I didn't feel good emotionally. And when I decided that I need to enter my delulu era, when I decided to enter this state of mind that helped me in that key moments that I told you about, as soon as I made this decision, I started to feel much, much better. I feel that I got stronger, that I became more productive. I have much more energy to do everything that I need to do for my project and so on. And also, as soon as I decided to get delusional, to believe in myself no matter what, to not be rational and realistic, but to be delusional and to act, I also started to get more orders. That is incredible. I mean, it's all mind game, really. Every time I see these examples, I realize that it's completely a mind game. All our life is a mind game and you need to know how to play it. I just feel that after I decided to become delulu again, the energy flow just changed. I mean, it became much easier. And I see that my intuition is my biggest gift, and the fact that many ideas just come to me and my job is just to realize them. I understand that I need to do everything to make the flow flowing. I mean, when I listen too much to other opinions, or I don't spend enough time with myself, or I don't believe enough in myself, that is what harm the process the most. And there is a great logic because, of course, being rational is the opposite to being creative, because there is nothing rational about creativity. Creativity is just a free flow that we let pass through us and that we realize in this material world. So I just decided to share with you my thoughts about being delusional, and that it can really help you with your projects, with your business, and in general with your growth as a person. So let me know in the comments what you think about this topic. If you also had a similar experience as mine when being delusional helped you, or maybe you think that it's a complete bullshit, let me know. If you liked this video, put the thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching. See you next Tuesday. Ciao.